Certainly, aperture is a fundamental concept in photography and plays a crucial role in determining the exposure and creative aspects of a photograph. Here's an in-depth explanation. What is aperture? Aperture refers to the opening within a camera lens through which light passes to enter the camera body. It's a bit like the pupil in a human eye that controls the amount of light entering the eye. Aperture is measured in f-stops, represented as numbers like f1.8, f2.8, f5.6, and so on. Each f-stop corresponds to a different size of the lens opening. The relationship between aperture and light. One of the primary functions of aperture is to regulate the amount of light that reaches the camera's sensor or film. A wide aperture, indicated by a lower f number, e.g. f1.8, allows a lot of light to enter the camera, making it ideal for low light conditions or achieving a shallow depth of field. In contrast, a narrow aperture, indicated by a higher f number, e.g. f16, restricts the amount of light, suitable for well-lit scenes or when you want a deep depth of field. Depth of field aperture also has a significant impact on the depth of field, DOF, in a photograph. Depth of field is the range of distances within an image that appears acceptably sharp and in focus. A wide aperture, low f number, creates a shallow depth of field, causing the background to blur, which is often used for artistic effects, such as isolating a subject in portrait photography. A narrow aperture, high f number, results in a deep depth of field where most of the scene, from foreground to background, remains in focus. This is frequently employed in landscape photography. Creative control photographers use aperture creatively to control the visual elements of their images. A wide aperture can make a subject stand out from a soft, dreamy background, while a narrow aperture can capture intricate details of an entire scene. It's a tool for artists to direct the viewer's attention and evoke specific emotions through their photos. Practical tips. When shooting in low light, use a wide aperture, lower f number, to allow more light into the camera. For portraits, use a wide aperture to create a beautiful background blur, emphasizing your subject. In landscapes, employ a narrow aperture, higher f number, to ensure both the foreground and background are sharp. Be aware that changing the aperture also affects the shutter speed and ISO settings for proper exposure. In summary, aperture is an essential component in photography that governs the amount of light entering the camera and plays a crucial role in determining the artistic and technical aspects of a photograph. Understanding how to use aperture effectively can elevate your photography skills and help you capture visually compelling and well-exposed images.